Hello and welcome back. Today what we're working on is removing the old bed frame that I built in the back of my Jeep and building a new one. This new one's going to be made out of a 3/4 inch angle iron. At first I was worried it wouldn't be strong enough, but as you'll see later in the video, it is plenty strong enough. First thing we've got to do is remove this old wood one, get all the parts taken out, and then we're going to start measuring up and trying to figure out how this is going to work as we go. The way we like to do this is kind of figure it out as we go here. Have a rough sketch, an idea of what we want, and then we just measure it and kind of make it up as we go along. To get some of the pieces in, we had to loosen off the top, lift it up, and feed it in through the side. The pieces were too long to go in through the door, even on any kind of angle. But we made it fit. Once we had them down to just the right size, cleaned up all the edges on them to make sure that they weren't too sharp or anything, then we drilled the holes in them. These two main cross pieces bolt right into the bolts that hold the hard top down in the back. Once the main cross pieces were all done, started making the reinforcement legs that reach down. There's a few points in the Jeep where you can mount to. They are an M6, and you can just buy a package of nuts and washers for it from Canadian Tire, and they'll bolt right into place. For the rest of the spots that didn't have a mounting location, I used M6 rib nuts, trying to keep everything the same size. Next, we started test fitting the fridge, make sure that it would have a good location to sit in. We also made some brackets to hold the slides that can hold the fridge in place. Once I made sure everything fit good, I started tacking in all the legs for the braces for the bed frame. Once the frame was finished, we started working on the frame for holding the fridge. We started with a rectangle made out of angle iron. This is actually recycled bed frame. Works great for this kind of stuff. So we made a rectangle that the fridge sits into fairly well. There's a little bit of room for the hardware so it can attach to the inside part of the slides. Here's the frame I've built for the back part of my bed frame. It is really rock solid, so I was kind of worried about using 3/4 inch angle iron. I was worried it might not be strong enough, but it's well reinforced and it's plenty strong enough. Had the tray for the fridge in here, took it out. It's over there drying, painting the whole frame red. That way maybe I won't hurt myself on some of these sharp edges. And yeah, it's coming along. Well, I got everything taken out, all the mounts, and most of the parts are, the smaller stuff is all painted. The other half of the main bracket is in the backyard. It's painted, hanging up, drying. But I need to go get another can. Just using red trim clad. So good tough paint, won't rust. Let's get it all painted up, put back in. Oh, I think I just felt a raindrop. Perfect. All right, back to work. Well, the frame parts are all painted up, just drying in the sun. They look a lot more fragile when they're out here and not mounted and bolted in place. But once it's all dry, we'll get it put back in. Here is the finished frame. It's all painted, pretty solid. Sorry, I gotta do this one-handed. Slides work really good. That'll hold 180 pounds fully extended. And it locks in there. Gonna Got some foam tape I'm going to put around the inside here so it doesn't move around too much. I also have to redo all the wiring, so that's going to be another video. What else? Yeah, I'm going to put the top in now. I'm going to have to rewire the heater that's in here. Also got a new fuel tank that's going to be going in here for the diesel air heater. And I'm going to be moving the pump from behind the tail light. And I'm going to put the pump and filter up in here so you don't hear that clicking away at night when you're sleeping. Okay, let's put the top on. I'll show you the finished product back here. All right, so the wood is in place. These are just 3/4 inch thick plywood, which is way too heavy. You can go with a 1/2 inch thick, be just fine. Then I glued and stapled down automotive carpet, which I got from Princess Auto. Here's the box that covers up the diesel air heater inside. Now that the back is done, I'm gonna redo all the wiring. Then I'll have to start doing the front frame for when I fold the seats down for the rest of the bed frame. Okay, gonna try to make this quick. There's a lot of kids playing out here. I just put together, been working on the video, editing the video for this install of the frame that I made. Realized I didn't show any of the mounting locations. So, if you take a look inside here, for the fridge frame, in the back there, in the middle, and in the front, right here, I used rib nuts, and everything's in M6. And same with this rail frame over here. This is also rib nuts going right into the Jeep. And then in the back corner, over there and over here, I made the frame go right into where the seatbelt attaches to the tub of the Jeep. And then in the front, in this corner, this is these bolts were just sticking out for the plastic hardware that's on the side of the Jeep. And they're an M6 as well. And then in the tops, the front here and in the back on each side, these 2 bars are attached to the bolts that actually hold down the hardtop. Hope that helps. Hopes it gives you guys some good ideas, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, and you guys take care. See you out on the trail.